All right, guys, we have low but severe weather coming to the United States, and let's get right into this with the outlooks. We do have three areas of marginal risk as shown on the map, right? The tornado risk is mainly up here with only a 2% tornado risk, but we actually do have a 5%. We have two 5% Sig 1 risks over here, but there's only a 5% risk here. So for tornadoes and wind, for low tornadoes and low wind, you need to be keeping an eye over here. For almost no tornadoes, but probably 75 plus winds, keep an eye on here, okay? But also 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts will still be possible in this area. As you can see, we already have reports coming in from today, right? So we need to keep an eye on that. On Thursday, we also have three different areas of marginal risk. There's no tornado risk in any of these areas, but all the areas have a 5% wind risk, and only one of the areas has a 5% hail risk. Okay. Switching over to the models, well, actually, this is the low level wind, which is what I'm going to try to predict something here. Near the Chicago area, I think we will have repeated rounds of storms once we go into I would say Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, right? So again, repeated round of storms. Now for the Carolinas, we will have like there's like isolated storms every single day, but I think we will have at least one storm system within August, which is from this storm. So maybe a repeated round of rain or severe weather. Either way, flooding and severe weather that will be on the table if this storm can actually develop. Now over to the models, we're gonna focus on this for now, because this is our main area of severe weather. Which I would say there is morning convection out there, so that could drive the storms down, but it could either drive the storms down or just slow them down for the heating to come out. Now this is actually a late night storm. These storms start to develop around 9 and then start to be severe around 10. You can see we have a supercell track here, which is just a supercell track again, but it could also indicate a tornado. But again, indicating where the supercell is going to form, that's wrong. It's probably going to form down here. Okay, so you gotta. This is just an estimate on what's going to happen. It's pretty accurate, right? So we will have storms, right? But okay, so those storms will drive out, but then we also have another round of storms later tonight. It's gonna be really noisy, damaging winds and flooding. You can see we have just repeated round of storms. Quincy right here. I think I said that right. Boom, storms, right? And then even more storms tomorrow, right? So that will be a problem. That will be a problem for the Carolinas. I would say just isolated downburst damaging winds are very low, but there. So the storms start to develop around lunchtime. I mean, they look strong, but there's not enough cape here. There's not enough. There's enough storm fuel. I mean, sorry, it's late. I mean, it's early. There's not enough storm fuel, but there is heating. That's why all these storms develop. Okay, so a severe thunderstorm warning or two could be issued. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. That's the main threat. For the Cape, let's go back up here. Cape is high enough for a tornado or even just a really gusty storm. Okay, the significant tornado parameter values are there. As you can see, hold on, we have almost a 3 here. All right, so any storm that develops here will be able to actually produce a significant tornado, right? Even the supercell composite radar with downburst damaging winds and tornadoes is at almost a 10. Okay. Lightning is nature's leading killers, which looks pretty low in this area, but it actually is really high in over these areas. Now back to the Carolinas for one last thing. Lightning density low, Cape. It's there, so if a storm develops, it has the chance of being severe. All right. Also, before these storms start developing in your areas, go check out the Weather Crew Discord. You can just keep it on one thing. For example, you can keep it on the severe thunderstorm warning tab and see if one pops up and look if it's your area and then walk away, right? You can also keep it on tornado warnings, which for today I would say keep it on severe thunderstorm warnings because tornado warnings is probably low. But if you see the little dot pop up on tornado warnings, you should probably go check that too. Also, I know I'm using all this professional stuff, but Weatherfront, you can use it as just a normal weather app, right? You can just go over to the radar, and then and on mobile you can just hold, and it'll switch you to the closest radar site, right? So that's pretty cool. So I would recommend downloading Weatherfront and copping on the Discord. Other than that, just stay safe today because a quick spin up tornado is on the table. See ya.